morning, guys. Hope you're having a wonderful day so far. Today is a day that I've been looking forward to for a long time. It's the day of our Christmas party. And so because I'm sure I'm going to be eating lots of unhealthy things later in the day, I made myself a very green smoothie this morning. This has spinach, banana, mango, pineapple, and athletic greens in here. I think it's the athletic greens that's turning this very, very green, but hopefully it's gonna taste good. I actually haven't tried it yet. Let me do that. I mean, it definitely tastes healthy, but it's actually not too bad. So I'm going to drink this to hopefully get some greens into my diet before all of the sweets and fun things we're going to be having later on today. But very excited for our party tonight. We're going to be having some of our close friends over to just be able to celebrate the season, to have just a fun, enjoyable evening together, and I'm really looking forward to it. The party is at 7 p.m. though, and I have a lot to do between now and then to get ready. I need to tidy up my house, I need to bake some appetizers and desserts that we're going to be having tonight, and then I need to arrange some flowers, get dressed and ready for the party obviously, and a few other things too. So I thought it would be fun just to take you along with me so we could spend the day together. And on a day like this where there's a number of things that I want to get done, I find it really helpful just to write out a list of what I want to do. So I'm going to take a minute to drink my smoothie, and then on my phone I'm just going to write out a list of everything that I need to do before the party starts. Just finished up my smoothie and I've got my list, so we're ready to get started. And first things first, I want to begin with cleaning my house that we're ready to have guests over. So I want to tidy everything up. I want to wipe down all of our surfaces. I definitely want to make sure that, I think I might just vacuum the floors. And then I also want to clean our guest bathroom. And I'd say apart from our kitchen, which is looking pretty rough right now, everything is in decent shape at the moment, but I just want to make sure that it's looking as nice and as clean as possible for when company arrives. So I think we'll tackle the worst of it first and do the kitchen, and then we can move on to the floors and the bathroom. So let's pop on some music now and get to cleaning this mess behind me. All right, well, the kitchen is looking so much better. So now what I want to do is to tackle our floors, and I'm going to use our vacuum just to pick up any pieces or debris that we have on the floor. And then we're going to quickly clean the guest bathroom just to make sure that everything is wiped down and clean. Just got a very exciting delivery in the mail. Let me share it with you guys. So, I don't know how many of you guys remember this, but a couple months ago, we accidentally ripped a massive hole in our sheet set. And ever since, we've kind of been surviving on a half of one set, half of another, basically leftovers of old sets. And we haven't had a proper, nice set of sheets. And so, I've been doing a lot of research, trying to find good sheets, and I finally settled on a set of sheets, and it just came in the mail today. So tonight Christopher and I get to sleep on real sheets. So we're taking a break from the party prep because I just wanted to unbox this with you guys, make our bed, because I'm so excited. So let me see how to open this. There we go, I think that was it. The sheets that we decided to go with were the Brooklinen sheets. I think it's their classic percale set. I'll leave it on hopefully the screen here exactly what we got. This isn't sponsored, I paid for it myself, and I'm just really excited because we've been literally sleeping on not super comfortable sheets for 2 months now. Okay, so here it is, and it actually says the name on it. It's the core sheet set. So it includes 1 flat sheet, 1 fitted sheet, and 2 pillowcases. So I'm just going to open this up now and get them out. Ooh, nice. Okay, so this is beautiful. I love this cream color. We decided to go with kind of a cream rather than a stark white because I figured it would go with our bed linens a little bit better. This is so soft, so nice. I can't wait to sleep in this. And part of me wants to make the bed with these right now, but I can't remember if you're supposed to wash sheets before using them. Let me look into that. Okay, got my phone. Should you wash sheets? Okay, so this says, yes, definitely wash your sheets before using them. I guess they have like a starch on them, which I can kind of see. That makes it look really crisp in the package. So I'm going to put on a load of laundry, and then once that finishes, we can make the sheets. But first impressions, and I realize I'm kind of crunching them into a ball here, I am very, very excited about these. Also, this came with a very cute canvas tote bag. I think this is really cute. I'll probably wear this to do grocery shopping or something. Very cute. Let's go ahead and throw on the laundry now though, so we can finally make my bed in fresh, clean, lovely sheets. Also, because I know quite a few of you were asking what sheets we decided to go with, I will leave the Brooklinen set that we bought in the description box. So if you're looking for new sheets, you can check them out. So while we wait for the laundry to finish, I thought we could continue with some fun party preparations. And the next thing that I want to do is to create some fun Christmassy floral arrangements. My vision for this is to use the flowers that I have to create some smaller floral arrangements that we can put in our kitchen, because right now the living room's very Christmassy, the dining room's really Christmassy, and so I want to bring some of the same kind of colors that we've used to decorate for Christmas in both of those rooms into our kitchen. So yesterday I stopped at Trader Joe's to pick up some flowers that we could use for the arrangements. I just have some baby's breath. This is olive tree branches, and then 2 different types of mums. And my thought was maybe we could do one bigger display in this vase right here, and then I don't have any smaller vases, but I might even just use a glass cup or 2 and create 2 smaller arrangements. I think we'll have enough flowers for that. We'll see, but I think that this will be a fun little touch, and I wanted just to bring in kind of the whites, the red, the green into the kitchen as well. And I really wish I had my mother-in-law here right now. She's a former professional florist, and so she is amazing at this type of thing, but I'm going to give it my best go. So my plan for what I'm going to do is to use these scissors to cut all the flowers down probably at least 8 or 9 inches so that they'll fit naturally in the vase. And I want to cut them at an angle too, because that does help to prolong their life. And so I'm just going to start off by cutting everything, shortening it so that we can actually kind of see what we're working with a little bit more, and then we can start arranging. And I think I'm going to focus on doing the bigger one first in this vase, and then if I do decide to do 2 smaller ones, we can kind of tackle that as we get there. I think this is going to be a lot of fun though, and I really do love what fresh flowers do bring to a space. Okay, so I have all of the flowers cut up here, and we are ready to start making our vase. So my plan for what I'm going to do with this is I'm just going to start by placing some of the main flowers that I want to have in the bouquet first, and then I'll start filling it in with some of the baby's breath, the olive branch, and just trying to make it look nice and full and hopefully well balanced. And I really feel like anytime you do a flower arrangement, there's a lot of kind of playing around and experimentation that you have to do just to see what looks good and what works. So I'm basically just going to put things in here, see what looks good, what I like, and then just play around until I find something that I'm happy with. Also, as I'm doing this, I'm being careful to remove any stems that would be beneath the water line, just so that I can prevent my flower arrangement from getting moldy. So I love how this came out. I love the pops of color with the red, the little olive branches kind of sticking out a little bit. I think this is so much fun, and I think it's going to be just the perfect touch for our kitchen. And I think I'm going to put this in the center of the island, and then on either side of that vase, I have some leftovers, no leftover red pieces, but I want to use the leftover white flowers I have, as well as the little bits of the olive branch that I have left, to make 2 smaller vases to go on either side of it. And so it'll just be kind of like one big one in the middle and then 2 smaller vases on either side. And I think it will really just bring a lot of kind of life, a lot of just kind of the Christmassy spirit to our kitchen. And I don't have proper vases that are smaller, so instead what I'm going to do is just to use these 2 glass cups that we have as vases. They're a couple inches shorter than the larger vase that we were using, so I'm hoping at least that it'll work well. If we end up needing to use something a tiny bit smaller, I have some mason jars maybe I could use, but I feel like this is the first option I want to try. So let me fill these with water and then we can create some smaller vases. So here's the final product and I love how it came out. I feel like just this one vase alone would have felt like just kind of not enough to really fill out the space. We have a pretty big island, so I really like the fact that we added 2 smaller bouquets, and I do feel like it just gives it more of a centerpiece kind of feel. And tonight we're doing kind of an appetizer potluck dinner, and so there's going to be a ton of different appetizers and desserts spread out on here. So I think that the food with the flowers, it's all just going to look really cozy and inviting. And just as we were finishing up with the floral arrangements, I heard our washer go off. So before we continue with our party preparations, I'm going to take a second and flip over the laundry. Okay, so I just sat down for a minute, got some water because I want to keep ourselves hydrated, and I'm looking at my list, figuring out what I want to do next, and I think that I'm going to start preparing some of the food for tonight. So we asked everyone who's coming to bring an appetizer or dessert, and because we're hosting, I wanted to do one of each. So the 2 things that I'm going to be making for tonight are a baked brie recipe, and the one I found looks so good. It's got like this kind of cranberry sauce with rosemary that's going to go on top of it, and I just love baked brie and crackers. It's one of my favorite kind of holiday foods, so we're going to have that. And then the other thing that I want to make kind of a more desserty option is Muddy Buddies. And if you've never had them before, first off, you're missing out, but it's kind of a weird name, but essentially what it is Chex cereal mixed in with powdered sugar, chocolate, and peanut butter. Not healthy at all, but they're super tasty. I find them incredibly addicting, and I thought it would be fun just kind of to have as a finger food to munch on after we have all the appetizers. So I'm going to save actually baking the physical brie until right before the party. That way it's nice and warm for when everyone shows up. But what I'm going to do is prepare the sauce that's going to go on top now, because I was reading the recipe and it said that that can be left for a few hours to actually a few days. So I'm going to do that now. And then also I want to make the Muddy Buddies because I actually think that doing those a few hours ahead of time will actually be better. So I'm thinking let's start with the sauce for the baked brie and then we can make the Muddy Buddies. Just got everything out. We've got some maple syrup, we have cranberries, we have raw pecan pieces, we have rosemary, some butter, some salt and pepper, and the instructions basically just say that I'm going to put all of the ingredients on the stove and bring it to a boil, and basically we're just going to make a syrup out of that. And then that's going to, once the brie is all baked, just going to be poured on top, and then I might add a couple of extra maybe sprigs of rosemary or whatever on top as a garnish. So honestly, I can't say that I've ever made a sauce like this before, but if it turns out, I feel like this is going to be really delicious. So I'm going to start measuring out all my ingredients and put this on the stove. So I've got this just boiling away and it is starting to smell absolutely amazing in here. Cranberries, maple syrup, and rosemary is apparently a scent combination that I just absolutely love. But while this boils, I think it's supposed to boil for 6 to 8 minutes to make a nice syrupy sauce. So I'm going to stir on it occasionally, but while I wait for this to finish, what I'm going to do is just start getting out all of the ingredients and things I need to make the Muddy Buddies. Just removed this from the heat and it looks so incredible. I wish you guys could smell this. It literally, I cannot wait to eat this tonight. It's kind of like a nice jammy consistency now. So I'm going to let this cool off in the pot for a few minutes. And then after that, I'm probably going to transfer it to a container and put it in the fridge until later when our baked brie is ready. And also I wanted to say that if you want to try making these recipes for yourself, I mean, so far so good, and I've made Muddy Buddies before, they're phenomenal. But if you want to try out these recipes for yourself, I'll have both of the recipes linked up for you in the description box below so you can make some fun festive foods yourself. Time to make our Muddy Buddies now though, and I've got this big old bowl out so we can make them in that. So I'm just going to start measuring out the ingredients, and then we're going to, once everything is all together and mixed up, divide them between these two bags, and then we're going to give them a good shake, and that's really all there is to it. It's literally just dump all the ingredients in, mix it all around, shake them up in a bag, and you're good to go. So it's a really easy recipe. The final result is always delicious, so let's go ahead and make them. Forgot to mention the very important part that you need to actually melt the chocolate chips, the butter, and the peanut butter together before pouring it in the bowl. So I am just taking a minute to do that now. It's mostly done at this point. Just going to give it another maybe minute or two, and then I'll let it cool for a few minutes before we pour it into the bowl. But once we got that done, then we can start mixing it all up and get to shaking. So now I've split the Muddy Buddies between two bags, and we pretty much just close this up. Oh no, did this close? It didn't close all the way. Wait. There we go. Closed it all the way. And now we just basically shake this around until it's all evenly coated. Okay, so they're all shaken up and ready to go. I think we need to do a little taste test. I don't think I can wait until the party to try them out. So this is what they look like. It's kind of like a little square of powdered sugar, chocolate, peanut butter, and a little bit of crunch from the Chex. They're amazing. Like literally, I shouldn't and I won't, but I could eat this whole bag. They're so, so good. So what I'm going to do now is pour both of the bags into this bowl, and then I'll cover it, and then we'll just have it ready to go for when the party starts later. Go. Right, two. Cannot wait to eat all this later. Just got the sheets out of the dryer and I can't wait any longer, so let's go ahead and make the bed now and test out our new sheets. So I'm lying on it now, but the bed looks great and I cannot wait to test out our new sheets tonight. I feel like it's going to be a really good sleep, especially after our party. Right now though, it is just after 5 p.m. so we've got a couple of hours until our party. So I think what I want to do now is start getting ready. I want to do my makeup, my hair, put on my dress, all of that. And then really the only thing that I have left to do is to turn on all of our Christmas lights, put out the plates, cutlery, all of that, and then wait for people to arrive. I think before I change into my dress, I want to have my hair and makeup done already, so why don't we head over to the bathroom and do that first. So for makeup, I already have a bit on, so what I'm going to do is basically just touch up what I'm already wearing, and then since this is a party, I do want to do a bit more of a dramatic eye look, so I'm thinking I'm going to do a little sparkly eyeshadow and maybe a bit more of a dramatic wing eyeliner and some extra mascara just to really make it pop. So let me do that and then I'll show you the end result. So I love how my makeup came out. It's still pretty neutral, so still very me, but I love the kind of pop that we added with the sparkle, the slightly more dramatic eyeliner and all of that. So now all that's left to do before getting into our dress is to do my hair. And my hair is pretty curly right now, which I love. I started using a new shampoo, conditioner, and hairspray from Pureology recently, and I've been loving what it's been doing to my hair. It just feels so much more curly and fun. This is completely my natural hair texture. But for an evening event like this, I definitely want to go ahead and curl my hair, just kind of clean up the curls that I already have. So I basically just am going to use a curling iron to wrap around some of the curls that are already in my hair and just kind of clean it up, hopefully make it look a little bit better so that it looks kind of as polished as the rest of what I'm wearing, my makeup, all of that. All right, well my hair is all done now, so I'm going to go ahead and pop on my dress, put on a bit of jewelry, and then I'll show you guys my completed outfit. Okay, so I'm all dressed up and ready. I was gonna show you guys my outfit in front of our mirror, but it's really dark in there right now. The sun has fully set at this point, so figured I'd just show you over here. So I decided to wear the Free People dress that so many of you guys agreed with me on in my last vlog, that you thought it looked great, and I agreed, so that's going to be my outfit for our Christmas party tonight. And I just paired it with some of my Ana Luisa jewelry. So we've got 2 rings here. I switched out my engagement ring for this opal ring, so I could be wearing all gold jewelry. I also got my nails done the other day, which is really fun. Love, love, love the sparkle that they have. And then I'm wearing this little necklace. It's got like this little sunbeam on it. It's very, very pretty. And then I've just got some simple gold hoops in. So I'm currently barefoot right now. Personally, that's how I feel most comfortable in my own house, but I might put on some kind of heel or something before the party. I'm not sure yet, haven't decided. But yeah, I'm feeling very fun, very festive, and I'm excited for this party. It's only like an hour away now. So at this point, yeah, our party is very quickly approaching. So what I'm going to do now is I think I'm actually going to go ahead and bake the brie so that that's all warmed up, and that'll be ready for 7. And then while that's baking, I want to get out all of our cups, plates, and things like that so that we're ready to go. This is so fun and Christmassy. Love how this turned out. Smells so good, and I cannot wait to eat it. You ready, Christopher? Mm-hmm. All right, well, we are just a few minutes away at this point from our party getting started. I am so excited for it. I can't wait. It really is going to be such an enjoyable and lovely evening, but I'm not sure how much I'm actually going to be able to film during the party, so I will try to film a couple of clips, but in case I don't film anything else for the rest of the night, thank you guys all so much for coming along with me for today, for preparing for this little party and just really getting all kinds of festive with me. This really is my favorite time of year, so it was really fun just to get to spend a day of it with you. Now, I would love to know though, what's one thing that you're looking forward to during this festive season? Comment it down below and let me know. And thank you guys all so much for coming along with me today. Don't forget to like this video if you enjoyed it, subscribe if you haven't already, and I love you all so much. Merry Christmas, or just about, and I hope you have a wonderful day. See you guys soon. Bye.